Me now is Monica Rodriguez. She's a Los Angeles City Council member. Good morning, and thanks for taking the time to speak with us. What's the latest you can tell us about the situation on the ground with now 6 fires burning out of control?
Thank you so much for having me. It's the immense devastation that we're seeing as part of the Eaton fire and the Palisades. Those are ongoing. I will say, thankfully, the Hollywood Hills fire that just started, we have already lifted evacuation orders in that area. So thankfully, that was contained. In my district in Sylmar, which is the Hearst fire, that thankfully looks like we've turned a corner with that. And so we are optimistic that we will be able to lift evacuation orders for that area. Tragically, my neighborhood and my community has been one that has chronically experienced a number of wildfires. And so I think we're doing okay on our side over here. But what continues to really not have any containment and continues to be a challenge for firefighters is the Eaton and the Palisades fire.
And the Palisades fire. Talk to us about resources and what's needed most right now. And we are also hearing that water is in itself becoming a huge issue. There's just not enough of it.
Right. One of the challenges that we've experienced as a result of the incredible velocity of the wind conditions was that we weren't able to have the accompanying air assaults that we would typically have with a regular wildfire. And so the incredible winds had made it impossible to have some of the airdrops that we would otherwise have from the super scoopers and whatnot. And so that really required just a ground assault of these fires, and that firefighters had to launch, particularly in the Palisades. And so as a result of that, that's what actually drew down a lot of the water resources. And our Department of Water and Power was just all the water resources were oversubscribed all at once. And that was an incredible challenge. And thankfully now, as the winds have subsided some, we've been able to resume some of the air attacks to these wildfires that we initially weren't able to because just the incredible intensity of these winds.
Councillor, we're just following every aspect of this story. Our hearts go out to you here in Canada. We want to thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us. We're going to bounce out from our conversation